This was the scene earlier today as firefighters battled an apartment fire along the 2600 block of East Racine Street in Janesville. Now, these pictures were sent to our newsroom right as the fire was unraveling, and you can see a heavy response from first responders on the scene as smoke and flames were rising. Dozens of people are without a home after that fire damage, and the city's fire department is still at the scene nearly 3 hours later.
And we are live at the scene where the fire broke out tonight, and that's where we find Grace Hodek. Grace, you spoke to the Janesville fire chief within just the last hour. So what do we know so far?
Amber, Brandon, fire officials aren't sharing much information right now, and that's because they're still investigating what caused the fire and working to put it out. I'm at Surrey Ridge Apartments on the 2600 block of East Racine Street in Janesville, and it is still an active scene. Take a look. Firefighters have been up and down the ladder all day since we got here, spraying water and the hose on what used to be the roof. That roof just completely ripped apart, even windows and porches just blasted out from that fire. But this is what the scene looked like earlier today. Some of you sent us videos and pictures as it was all unfolding. You can see flames coming from the roof of the building and huge clouds of smoke. Like mentioned, I spoke with Fire Chief Ryan Murphy just a bit ago. He says the call for the fire came in around 1:45 at the 26-unit apartment building. 23 of those units have been displaced. Murphy says there have been no reports of injuries. It's also too soon to say what caused the fire and if it is suspicious.
Units arrived on scene, noted heavy fire showing. Initial crews went in, checked all the apartments to make sure everybody was out, and then once we started to evaluate the structure itself, all the firefighters from the interior were pulled out and we started an exterior attack.
The American Red Cross is on site helping those impacted families. Murphy expects crews to be out here all night putting out the fire, making sure it is completely put out. This is still a developing story and an active scene, so stick with us on 27 News at WKOW.com for any updates. Reporting live in Janesville, Grace Hodek, 27 News.